Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories like these. Now, let's get into today's story video. My wife had a 6-month affair. This is a short narrative. My wife admitted last month that she had been having an affair for the previous 6 months. I didn't know who he was. He used to be a doctor at her hospital, but he no longer works there. I had no clue what was going on and had never suspected her of cheating. We spent a lot of time together, and she appeared as happy as she had ever been with me. We still went on a lot of dates when we could find a dependable babysitter. We were intimate a lot of the time, and she would do small nice things for me and I for her. What I mean is that I assumed she was pleased with me, satisfied with me. I, for one, am a SAR. I still make money since I run a landscaping company and my brother and I operate a real estate company together. I briefly considered remaining at home as a possible reason, but I no longer believe that is the case. However, it is not the goal of this piece. I still love and care about my wife. I'm simply hurt and trying to adapt to the fact that she was with another guy for months. That must have been something, Glenna, about me that prompted it. What brought this up and brought me here is that I created a large special Valentine's Day dinner for her and our kids. I dressed the kids up and had them go out with her on our back patio. I pretended to be a stereotypical French chef while preparing supper. I had the children create her gifts, and I purchased a few for them to give to her. The night was fantastic, and I couldn't wait to tell my brother about it. He essentially indicated that he thinks I'm an idiot for remaining with her and that she didn't deserve such a night. I started a discussion about relationships, but it was a bad idea. Bottom line, I adore my wife. My family means everything to me. I want to move on from this. I'd want to forgive her. Story 2. My boyfriend cheated on me 3 days before our 3-year anniversary. Hello to everyone. I'm not sure whether I should end my relationship with him. He essentially cheated on me by opening a Tinder account late at night while drinking Trulies. My buddy's cousin received a message from him, and her cousin informed my friend, who informed me. He essentially told her that she was lovely and that he was flirting with her, claiming that he was seeking for that a lady like her he wouldn't do that and that they should meet for a bite to eat since she was so pretty. The female asks him if he has a girlfriend, since she doesn't want any drama, and he says no, which breaks my heart. He asks for her SC or phone number, which she gives him, but my cousin's buddy was trying to set him up. I also wanted to set him up and see what happened, but I had to restrain myself since I was scheduled to hang out with him the following morning and I couldn't. When I challenged him about it, he stated he erased everything straight away since he understood what he was doing was wrong. He stated he wasn't going to do anything, and then he looked me in the eyes, and I knew he was speaking the truth. When he lays, his eyes move slightly. I adore him, and he has met my parents and I have met his, and my parents like him, and his parents like me. He's gone on brief excursions with us to Reno, Lake Tahoe, and Santa Cruz, where we stay in hotels and he sleeps with me, and we've even had sleepovers in my home. He's always been faithful and changed for me previously, since I was about to break up with him over something I forgot about. But he changed and corrected himself for me. We hadn't had any significant issues or disagreements until the day I discovered he had cheated on me. I know all of his credentials, including Gmail, phone password and facial recognition, Instagram accounts, Snapchat, and streaming services, but I never followed up on his social media because I trusted him, but that trust has now been shattered. He told me he regrets it and doesn't want to lose me, but I know he doesn't deserve me after this, but I love him and don't know what to do. He even informed me that he is going to counseling and that we may go to couples therapy, that he wants to repair this, and that he would pay for it himself. He always waits until the last minute to express his emotions because he keeps them bottled up. I asked him why he did it, and he answered he didn't know, but I knew there was a reason. He then confesses to me that he is a porn addict. When we first began dating, he would prefer Instagram models in bikinis and those with beautiful curves, which irritated me. I told him I was uncomfortable with him doing that since I would never look like them, and if he loved it so much, why doesn't he find a girlfriend who looks like them? He apologized and said he wouldn't do it again, and he did, but he admitted that he would watch cartoon porn instead of ladies because he knew I wouldn't be comfortable with it. He told me he was and gets off more than 3 times a day, and I think he was trying to contact females to get that other feeling of flirting or I don't know, but not meeting up with them. He also has 2 sisters who do not support infidelity and were questioning him about it. I don't agree with the acts he's taken, but I know he loves you, one of his sisters told me. I don't know what to do since you wouldn't harm someone you love, particularly after 3 years, but I've gained some weight and I'm not sure whether that's why he's straight or not. I need advice or direction on what to do next. Should I terminate it or attempt to work things out with him? Story 3. My, male 21, GF, female 21, accuses me of cheating on almost a daily basis. My girlfriend and I have been dating for approximately 8 months. The partnership has had its ups and downs so far. We've had one of those low weeks in the past week. Something has always destroyed both of our spirits for the last 4 days. Yesterday it was my fault, the day before it was hers. Another point worth mentioning is that her last relationship, even if it was a few years ago, was cheated on, leaving her bruised and skeptical. She informed me of this early on, and I tried to be as accommodating to her as possible. Every time another female messages me, I share a snapshot of our whole chat. I also notify my girlfriend as soon as I get the notice. In exchange, she informs me when her ex-partners contact her. However, she asks me virtually every day whether I've cheated on her. I've given her no cause to suspect that I'll cheat on her. I am always honest with her, and I have gone so far as to exclude any female acquaintances of mine with whom she is uncomfortable. One of my closest buddies from high school is the perfect illustration of this. I loved this buddy when we were 15, but she didn't, and she liked me when we were 18, but I didn't feel the same way. We remained close throughout, and she has been in a committed relationship for 3 years. I have no affections for her, and she has no feelings for me. Yet, since my girlfriend was made uncomfortable, I have separated myself from this acquaintance. She still thinks I'm attracted to her, and that I'll pursue my buddy once we split up, if that ever occurs. In addition, my sister visited my city yesterday, so I spent a lot of time with her in the afternoon, then went back to my girlfriend when my sister departed in the evening. When we arrived home, my girlfriend inquired whether my sister had even visited, which wounded me since my sister had come to see me because she is going through a difficult time and I am one of the few people she feels safe with. I've given her no cause to suspect I've cheated on her. I never lied to her, and I would never cheat on her. I feel that cheating is a terrible thing to do, particularly to someone you care about. I never want to do that to anybody, and I've already told her that every time she asks. It makes me feel terrible because it makes me believe she has such a low opinion of me. On the other side, I did explain that if she ever feels like I'm cheating on her, she may approach me for reassurance because I want her to feel heard and comfortable in our relationship. When I mentioned this, and I previously told her, I anticipated her to question when there's a legitimate cause to be suspicious. If I am not physically there with her for a lengthy period of time or anything along those lines, but she asks me twice a day, even though I spend the whole day next to her. She watches TikTok videos about adulterous couples and has come to believe that men are bad. We came to a stalemate today because she never gives me the benefit of the doubt. She constantly expects the worst, despite the fact that I have shown so many times that I believe I deserve the benefit of the doubt. She was enraged at me today for neglecting her. I had no idea she was attempting to catch my attention. I had no plans to ignore her. I was wearing noise-canceling headphones and studying next to her in the library. She attempted to get my attention by waving her hands. She didn't text me, and she didn't touch me on the shoulder. We made brief eye contact, but I didn't know she was vying for my attention. This sparked a heated argument in which I expressed my displeasure that maybe I do deserve the benefit of the doubt from time to time, and that I am not the monster she says I am. When she accuses me of cheating on her, it rips my heart and makes me feel so awful. I've tried to be as accommodating to her as possible, and it saddens me that she doesn't trust me. I think I'm writing this partially to complain and partly to ask what I can do to help. I really don't want to lose her because I think she's fantastic and I've never met anybody like her. But if this keeps up, I don't believe I'll be able to stay up.